and happy Thursday. So I'm gonna give a couple minutes for people to jump on real quick. For you all who live in the Midwest or Detroit like me, you'll see we got snow out here. It ain't a whole bunch of snow, but it's enough snow to make me put on my winter coat. Me and Madison had to wear the Uggs and the hats today. So if you're there, you know, if you're out here with us, you're in cold weather, but there's no excuses, right? So I'm gonna start. Hey, Laura, email. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get started in like a minute. I'm gonna get a couple people to get time to get on. I know a lot of people are on their way to work, at work, things of that sort, but a lot of people are still asking about G5, right? So people are like, Tewonia, and how are you doing this with G5 too? I'm not getting the success that you got, or I'm having a problem getting people to shop or buy with me. And, you know, what are you doing? So number one, you got to remember that I plant seeds all the time, meaning that I'm always sampling. You know, for people who don't sample, your pool is going to be a lot different, meaning that your pool of people. The reason why you're trying to look right now, let's say if you've only sampled 5 or 10 people in your business, right? You're looking to get 5 new customers ordering, which right there lets you know your pool isn't big enough. It's a numbers game. So if you're trying to get 5 and then 5 and then 5 and then 5, you have to be out here sampling more people. You have to be out here talking to more people. A lot of people know that when this company first came out with the sample system, before it was even on the app, I was already up in corporate buying, like spending $100 to get 20 sets of, you know, there's 20 sets of samples. Hey, Janice, Carla, some other people, Octavia, Letitia, hey, Robert. I know Robert got some snow up there in the shop. So, you know, I initiated myself and said, hey, I got to take this money out my pocket and I want to sample people. Now, yeah, I got a great customer pool of people that I already deal with that always buy faithfully, right? But again, we're in business to create new business, not to just sustain. Think about this. We're in business to create new business, not to sustain. Some people want to just sustain, meaning that you just really want to make sure that those same people are buying with you and you're happy. That's not a good business to be in. Why? Because you're relying your business on only the people who exist buying from you, and there's no expansion, meaning there's no growth, meaning that there's no new people to share your business with, and that is ridiculous. So what you have to do, don't rub it into I know it's sunny. Yeah, no snow in Philly. Octavia, y'all snow coming. Philly gets some real snow. I used to live in Maryland for almost 14 years. So y'all snow coming, girl. It's coming. It ain't there yet. But anyway, so what you guys have to do is now open up your business to more people. You literally have to make sure that you're sampling people all the time, that you're reaching out to people all the time. So someone would say, well, what if I don't have samples? What if I can't buy those samples? Well, remember with our app, it gives you the option to offer people samples. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Sandra. I know Shirley ain't got no doggone snow down there in Florida, but you know. But anyway, you guys, what you can do is create your own samples. And the reason why I say that is because for us that have been in the business for longer than a year, anybody's been in a business longer than a year, you know we didn't have samples before. There was no sample system. So how did we work our business? We created samples. If that meant, you know, and there's times that I'm out, right, guys? And it happens to me now. Because I'll jump in the car real quick, right? And run somewhere and be like, oh, I forgot or whatever. And guess what happens? I forgot to take some samples with me, like, which is crazy because I keep samples of Delgada, Energy, Entity at home. But guess what? I always got product on me. So you best believe I don't have any thought about opening up a bag of tea of instant 25 packs. I keep them always in the car. I'll open those bad boys up in a minute, take a couple of them out of there, and I always got my business cards and my Blitz cards, right? So no matter what, I'm not taking no for an answer, meaning that I'm always creating new sample customers. I'm always creating new potential customers. And if you guys think about it, hey, Dana, I know you guys ain't got snow down there in doggone Memphis either. But anyway, John always talks about now this 10-5-2. And if you think about it, it's numbers. You can't sample 5 people with the expectations of getting 5 new customers. The numbers don't work that way. So you have to sample more people. You have to talk to more people. You have to follow up. Follow up is huge, guys. It took me a long time to figure that out. For a long time in my business, there were so many new customers coming in my business that I just lucked up that they were so addicted to our products that they were following back up with me, right? And then once you sustain and your business keeps growing, it can get overwhelming. And so you're like, oh, well, when Janice needs some tea, she'll call me. That's not always true. I'm telling you guys, with me challenging myself in that one day to reach back out to 80 people, I realized that some of those people had wanted more product and they did end up buying that day, but they had been waiting on me. And so I had to look at myself and say, you know what? You've been too comfortable. You know, I've been too comfortable that I've built a big, solid customer base. And I had forgotten or just, got lazy and it wasn't following up the way I used to. So now I had to make myself say, no way. I'm going to keep sampling like crazy so I can keep following up like crazy. Yes, Shirley. So Shirley is saying, so we trade samples for phone numbers. Correct. So it took Jimmy, for those who know Jimmy Hepburn, told me this last year. One day I was like, well, Jimmy was like, gosh, you get all these customers, He was like, you sampling like crazy. He was up at corporate. He was like, so what are you getting in return? And I was like, oh, well, they'll end up buying eventually or, this and that. And, I get referrals. And Jimmy said, you're not doing something right. And I said, what do you mean I'm not doing something right? And Jimmy was like, so what are they paying you? And I'm like, it's a free sample. I'm not going to ask people to pay me. And Jimmy was like, no, you're missing it. Their payment to you is their phone number. And we don't have to make it complicated. You can say, hey, I want to give you this free sample. Hey, I want to give you some samples of my products. But guess what? Can I ask that I get your number in return so that I can follow up with you in the next 24 hours to get your feedback on what you thought about my products? That's easy. You know why? Because people like free. And what I do a lot of times? I'll tell the person so that I can text you. When people hear the word text, it makes them a lot easier for some reason. I think it's the whole thing of they don't have to feel like they got to be on the phone with you. So what I like to do is tell people, hey, here's my, I love to give you free samples of my products, which people love free. And then what I ask for them in return is, do you mind if I just get your name and your number so I can follow up with you within the next 24 hours? I'm going to tell you something, guys. I have not had one person tell me no. That's easy. I'm not saying, hey, can you try my product and let me come by your house and sit. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not like, hey, can you try my product and let me have a phone conversation forever? No, I'm not doing any of that. Well, can I give you this sample and can you promise me you can buy? I'm not doing any of those things. I'm making it very easy. I'm giving you this product for free. The only thing that I'm expecting from you is that let me just text you and just tell me how you feel about it. And when you guys think about it, that what they could say on the other end, well, the tea made me go, but I didn't like the taste. That's fair, right? Well, then now you got options. You can now if you're a person who just don't care, you're gonna say, oh, okay, well, thank you so much for your time. For me, it's a whole different ball game. So okay, I sampled you with the instant. You tell me you didn't like the taste. Well, guess what? Let me tell you about my CBD or hemp infused instant that tastes like lemonade. It's got a sweeter taste. It has that lemon flavor. You might like this more. Hey, let me tell you about my brewed tea. We have brewed tea that you can brew it, and it's brewing and steeping. You can actually flavor it the way you want. You can put fruit in it, whatever you want to it. Just don't add sugar. It's just so many different ways to do it. But you can't do any of that if you haven't started the process. So if you're not sampling and then doing that follow-up, you don't have any options. Hey, Shakita. Miss, I'm newly engaged. Congratulations to you. So, guys, I'm telling you, there is so many different ways to work this business without making it complicated. And this sampling system, even if you don't have the samples, right? Even if you don't have the samples, open up your bag of tea. You got some instant at home. It is not going to kill you to give a person one or two out of the bag, right? Share that product. You got business cards. You should have something with your information on it to give a person if you don't have the sample kit. And I'm telling you guys, it changes your business. And so one thing that I told you guys in 2019 is that I had to learn to be intentional. So people ask me, what took your business from this level to really to the next level? And it was just me being intentional. I was not intentional, and as coach would say, I wasn't consistent. And so I had to learn to be more consistent and be more definitely deliberate with what the things I do. When I say, like I told you guys, for you guys just jumping on, it's snowing here in Detroit, right? We got snow on our ground. So, but that's not going to stop me. I'm on my way up to Michigan for a doctor appointment. Not going to stop me. I'm in what? TLC hat, winter hat. I got my TLC backpack with my computer in it. I'm telling you guys, I everything about me and my business is intentional. I truly do. And I tell people, somebody told me the other day, well, I don't have a lot of money to start my business. Guys, let me tell you something. Vistaprint will let you get started with business cards for like $10. Like these cards I have right here, I created them on Vistaprint. I needed some cards real quick, and I was waiting for my cards to come back from the ones I ordered from the company. And you can order those on Vistaprint and use, I think it's that TV 500 code or something like that. You get cards for $10, guys. So there's no excuses. Just be more intentional, be more deliberate. And remember, if you're trying to reach the masses, you got to talk to the masses. So you can't be looking to get these 50 customers in the month of November and you've only talked to 50 people in the month of November. The numbers don't work that way. You're not going to get 100% turnaround. That happens for no one. Like no one gets 100% of people that you share with that are going to buy right now. So you got to increase your numbers that people you're talking to. Yesterday I shared the samples with 12 people, right? And out of those 12, 5 ended up buying, like by last night. It was funny. I told you guys I do this coffee shop thing in the morning. Look, I'm right here outside of the Big B. I'm about to go in a minute. I love the coffee shops. Why? Because people are in there. They're usually not in a rush. The coffee shop people are like me. Usually they're working from home or they're trying to kill time before they go somewhere, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to sit there. I set up my products, right? I'm not setting up a shop because I don't want them to think that I'm trying to sell in their business. But I'll just put some stuff out on the table again. And then I have samples. And people always ask me, what is that you have? What is that you're doing? And then I sample them. It's easy. Tell them real quick, I sell health and wellness products. They're detoxing, great products. Hey, would you like a sample? Oh, I'm not really looking to lose weight or detox. Well, guess what? What do you do for a living? Oh, I work, in the afternoon, or I'm a teacher, or I'm a this. Oh, guess what? I got a sample of this wonderful product called Energy. It's an all-natural energy supplement. It can give you up to 12 hours of energy. It's going to help you burn 300 calories. And guess what? It helps suppress your appetite also. Oh, wow. Can I see that product? Here you go. Here goes a sample of it. The only thing I'm asking for in return, can you please let me have your name and your number? I'm going to just text you within the next 24 hours and just see how you like my product. Make it easy. Do not make it hard. For those who work all the time and don't get a chance to do stuff like this, what I do, just do it on the go. Meaning that your co-workers, somebody on the way to the car, as you're dropping your kids off at school, hey, can I just give you a sample of my product? No one says no to free. Our package, think about it, our samples are sealed. So they're not open. People are not worried about if we did something to them. They're sealed completely. They do all the work. A sample can do all the work for you because it gives a person, hey, Bridget and Victor and Anne Marie, it gives you, the person, all of the information on the product for us. It just takes out all that work so that even if they run it, let me just put this in your hand real quick. Can I just follow up with you tomorrow? Hey, guess what? Some people's like, well, I don't end up with a pen, or the person said they didn't have a pencil. We got the 5 and 5 app. Do you guys not know that there's a part of the 5 and 5 app that says prospect? Sorry, guys. Look, phone call trying to come through. That way, even if you're not sending them a sample right now because you're putting it in their hand, guess what happens? With the 5 and 5 app under prospects, you can hand that person your phone. Or you can open up that prospect part of your phone and just put in their name and number real quick as they want. Like you walking with them, hey, okay, what's your name? Okay, what's your phone number? Okay. And you're putting it in prospects. Now they're stored in your 5 and 5 app. So now it's going to give you reminders on following up with people. It's going to let you know. Let's say if she called you or that person asked, hey, you gave me a sample of this. I really like that, but I heard you got another product that might be better for me or might work well for me also. Now you can send them a sample of the NRG2 or whatever. So that's the power of using your whole business, your whole system. And we just have to do that more. And so I'm telling you guys, it's not easy, but it's not hard at all. It's just about talking to more people. If you're trying to reach 50 people, then think about these numbers. You have to be talking to well over 100 people. I'm just telling you guys this. And you don't have to make, 500 or 50. So some people, these numbers are big numbers. So let's say if you're like, hey, I just want to talk to 5. I need to get 5 new customers a week. Let's say if you did it that way. So then what you want to do is, that means in that week, you need to be talking to 15 to 20 people, right? That's not hard, guys. You're talking about 7 days out of the week and having the opportunity to talk to 15 to 20 people is nothing. You can do that. Like I say, even if it's on the go at your job, at the kids' school, wherever, just get it done. So make it like small tasks. Don't go at it like, oh, I got to get 50 people at the end of November. No. Just conquer 5 and 5 at a time. And that's one of the things I've been sharing with my team. Just conquer 5, 5, 5. Just look at it that way. And I'm telling you guys, it will change your business. Because guess what? Once you reach that first 5, you're going to be like, wow, it wasn't that bad. So then now you're like, okay, so now it's time for the next one. It's not time for a break. That's what a lot of people mess up. We do 5 and we're like, oh, we got 5 people to order. Okay, I'm done for the month. No, you're crazy. They're giving you $50 for every 5. $50 free dollars for every 5 new customers. So if you get 5 and you take a 2-day break, then you're foolish. That's crazy. So I want you guys to think about it like that, but don't make it difficult. If you're trying to reach people that maybe you haven't had a chance to see in a while and everything like that, like I was sharing the other day, I make a group text message. Now, I don't put everybody in a group. Think about this. Because people like me hate when I'm a part of a text message and there's like 15 other people on there. And so she respond. I'm getting all those. I hate stuff like that. But I make a generic text message, right? And I'm going to send it to each individual person that I want to reach. That changes everything. It seems more personable even. This person's like, wow, she took the time out to send me a message. Wow, he gonna think the same thing. And you're gonna just ask them, hey, it's been a while. I wonder how did you like my sample? Hey, it's been a while. I wondered, how did you like that NRG I shared with you at a vendor event? Make it easy. Just go over the simple things. Sometimes, have you thought about this? There's people that we've sold product to that we haven't sold product to. So meaning that I was at an event. I do this all the time at events. They bought 5 sachets of tea from me because they willing to try it before they believe it, right? That person has bought product from you but have not bought product from you, meaning that they're not a customer in your system because they haven't bought an actual full product from you. Those are the perfect people to sample, like to follow up with, so that they've already got the product, right? They've tried some, that they haven't had a whole month supply or an entire 2-week supply, whatever you want to call it. But they have had the product. But guess what? You forgot to follow up with them, or you haven't talked to them in a while. Follow up with those people. They're going to be the first people to buy. They're going to be the first people who are welcome and eager to go right in your back office and purchase an entire month supply. Yeah, I tried those 5 sachets. You're right. They made me feel better. I'm moving more. I have more energy. You know what? Send me your link. Let me buy. So I think we forget about some of these things at times. Not that we may not know. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we overthink things. So all I'm saying to you guys is there's no reason why everyone can't get this $500 free that this wonderful company is giving us this month. But we have to go about it a different way. Who cares if you finish? Someone said to me I might be the last person. Who cares? Like, do you guys realize a free $500 is a free $500? Who cares if it isn't done until November the 30th? Just get it done. I think sometimes, people say, well, you already did it, right? But I tell you guys all the time, I think differently, meaning that I'm always in competition with myself. Like, I play this game with Tewonia Frank all the time. So I set me some real big goals all the time, and I have to make myself achieve them. And sometimes I don't. So for me, I'm always running this rat race with Tewonia Frank. Like, I'm literally like setting up a goal. Like, literally when the contest started, I was like, Tewonia, you got to get the first 5 done in day 1. And then I'm not giving myself longer than 4 days to get the other ones done. Because I know you can do. I mean, literally, I'm telling you guys, that day that I finished up, we were kind of like in a celebration mode. Only because Mo had his first 5, I had my first 5, and I had literally had only 15 already in the system. And we were like, Madison wanted to go to the movies, and we wanted to go out to dinner. But then I was like, lunch. I'm like, if we do all this, I got to go home and work, though, because I don't want to get comfortable. I told myself I was going to finish by this date, and I need to finish. So I ran, and I did it. And so what I'm just telling you guys is that I didn't go to bed tonight till like 3 a.m. Why? Because it wasn't a company deadline to be finished by then. That was a Tewonia Frank deadline to be done by then. And I didn't want to let myself down. So it was like a push. I've never followed up with doggone 80 customers in one day. Never. Like, that was my goal. And I just told myself I had to do it. So again, I'm not trying to keep you guys on here long. I just want you guys to not get discouraged with G5. That some people are like, oh, I still haven't got my first 5. Did you guys see that list yesterday the company put out? The majority of people haven't gotten their first 5. So don't be discouraged. Just keep working it. Keep sampling more people. Keep talking to more people. Keep sharing with more people. One of the things that we're not doing is even sharing enough. Are you calling people out at that time? At 3 a.m.? Oh, no. I'm not calling anybody at 3 a.m. What I like to do is, I'm telling you guys, I'm really a super texter. Like, I might be 40 something on the outside and the inside. As my son even messes with me, I'm like a master texter. I'm like a kid, like, at heart. I text all the time. So I think texting is the easiest way to get people to respond right away. And it is, because the person doesn't care if they're at work, they don't care if they're at home, they don't care if they're just watching Power. That quick text they can respond to. They don't feel like they gotta be obligated to be on the phone with you. They don't have to feel like, she gonna ask me. No, a text is an in and out. So even if you don't want to call people, text. Just send that quick text. People don't have a problem saying, no, I didn't like that. Or, oh, I liked it, but I just don't have the money right now. But once you start that conversation, now you can move forward, meaning that you can give them options. You can start to, oh, well, I only got $60 this month. I had a person tell me they had not bought because since I sampled them the T and the NRG, they thought that they needed in their mind to buy an entire 3033 kit. And I was like, no. Everyone started where they started. Hey, Talithia, I know you out there in Maryland. Y'all had some okay weather. My daughter said it's gonna rain all day today. She has a field trip, and the Afro Museum. So I know she said it's raining there in Maryland. So, but anyway, so guys, I'm telling you, just start the process. Talk to more people. Definitely sample people. Even if you don't have sample kits, guys, it's okay. share some of your product. Just open up that bag of instant, give a couple sachets away, give them your card, give them your information, share your website. I'm telling you guys, it changes things. It really does. And sometimes people that you had talked to before, it's not that they're not interested anymore. It's just that they were waiting for you to follow up with them. So follow up. So I'm going to let you guys go. Start your day. Remember, this is the end of the week for us TLC people. So come on, guys. Wrap up your Thursday. Get this file. Let me tell you something else I told my team, a lot of people hadn't thought about. If you're constantly doing this G5, think about it, it's our first week in November. If you're constantly doing G5 in your mind, you're going to automatically qualify for 250 Club. So hey, Victoria, look, we got my sister in here from the UK. So if you're qualifying for G5 over and over again, that's going to help you get 250 Club this month. This is the first week. Think about it. If you get, and I always tell people to think about this, don't think about 250 Club as in earning $250 in retail. Make it easy for yourself. If you sold 13 products in this by tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern time or midnight Central Standard Time, you finished the first week of also 250 Club. So you got your G5 done twice, and you got 250 Club for the first week out the way. So you can be killing two birds at one stone. I'm telling you guys. Yep, Shirley said we got paid already. I ain't checked my email, Shirley. Look. But, you know, the company always make sure they pay us right on time, first thing in the morning. So, guys, if you got on late, go back and look at it. Oh, thank you, Victoria. I'm telling you guys, you can do this. They're giving away a free $500. I've been in this company for years. TLC has never given away a free $500 to everybody who completes a task like this, ever. So I'm telling you guys, take advantage of this. Don't make it big, make it small. Make your goal to keep attacking 5. So I need to get 5 more. Got my 5 done. Just go back into that same mode. You can't take a break though. And remember, if you're trying to get 5, that doesn't mean you can only talk to 5 people. You have to open up the pool of people to talk to. It's a numbers game. So talking to 5 is not going to get you 5 people to buy. That means that, hey, Matilda, you need to be to get those 5, you need to be talking to at least, I'm going to tell you 15 people plus. So, and then guess what happens though sometimes? The numbers cheat on you. And when I say the numbers cheat on you, sometimes you're talking to so many people that you defy the numbers. That's why in that one night, my 80 people that I talked to turned into me getting 35 to purchase. That defied the numbers. That was almost 50%. It wasn't 50%, but close to it. That's not actually how the numbers usually work. But when you get yourself in that system of just talking, sampling, the numbers will work out for you. And we got to the 30th of this month. So don't quit. Just keep going. LA next weekend. So everybody who's going to be in LA, I'll see you in LA next weekend. We will be there. Our last TLC conference of the year. So, and I know that you got, Victoria, are you going to John's event there in the UK this weekend? Because I know they're coming there. Not sure what part of the UK, but anyway. You guys have a great day. It's Thursday. Finish out. Sample, talk, send text messages. Get it done. And I wish you all the best. Take care.